So let me ask you a question. What if I told you there was one skill that could make you a better listing agent, better at listing appointments, better at pricing homes and working with buyers, better at understanding market trends, and even create an extra income stream? Most agents would probably sign up for that, wouldn't you? Well, that skill is learning how to do BPOs, broker price opinions. Now, before you click away, because BPOs sound about as exciting as watching paint dry, just hear me out. Because honestly, I believe BPOs made me a better realtor. I really do. And after doing thousands of them over the years, I can tell you they taught me things about real estate that the classes never did. First, BPOs teach you how to price a property correctly. Can't tell you how big one that is. One of the biggest challenges that Asia's facing is determining value. Anybody can pull up Zillow. Anybody can run CMAs. But understanding what a property is worth, what its actual worth, that's a different skill. So when you're doing BPOs, you're constantly reviewing comparable sales. You're analyzing neighborhoods. You're studying condition, location, upgrades, market trends, and buyer behavior. And after a while, you start to see patterns. You stop guessing. You start knowing. And that confidence shows up when you're sitting across from a seller discussing pricing. It's a big booster. BPOs teach you what other agents miss. When you complete enough BPOs, you develop the trained eye. You start noticing deferred maintenance, obsolescence, your neighborhood influences. You understand how a busy road, a backing to commercial property, or a premium lot actually affects value. Most agents walk into a house and think, nice kitchen, listed this much. BPO agents walk into a house and think, how does this kitchen compare to competing inventory, and what impact does that have on marketability? It's a completely different way of looking at real estate. BPOs help you understand what the banks think. This was huge for me, especially because I specialize in REO and short sale properties. Banks don't make decisions based on emotions. They make decisions based on risk, market value, condition, and projected outcomes. The more BPOs you complete, the more you understand the lender expectations. The knowledge becomes incredible value when you're negotiating and handling all the distressed properties or working with an asset managers. BPOs actually improve your listing skills. Think about it. You've analyzed hundreds or even thousands of properties. You're going around, you sound more knowledgeable during the listing appointment because you're not just speaking from theory, you're actually speaking from experience. When a seller asks you why their house is worth a certain amount, you can explain it clearly and confidently. That credibility actually matters. BPOs make you better during market shifts. Anybody can look smart when the market is going straight up. The real estate professionals stand out when the market changes. So BPO agents spend their time studying inventory, studying trends, price reductions, days on the market, and buyer activity. That's exactly the information you need when the market shifts. And if you've been paying attention through BPO work, you're usually ahead of the curve. The side benefit nobody ever talks about, so let's not ignore the obvious. BPOs can create income. Now, wouldn't tell somebody to become a realtor solely on BPOs. But I will tell you that BPOs can help you fill the gaps between closings. And while you're earning that income, you're sharpening your valuation skills at the same time. It's pretty cool, pretty good a combination. And here's the real secret. Here is the truth. BPOs aren't really about taking photos. They're not about filling out forms. They're not about clicking boxes on a computer. The real value is what they teach you. They teach you how to think like a valuation expert. They teach you how to analyze markets. They teach you how to support your opinions with facts. And guess what? Those skills transfer directly into every area of real estate. That's why I always tell agents that BPOs are one of the most underrated training programs in the business. In fact, there isn't very many of them. The difference is the training program actually pays you while you're learning. Not a bad deal. This is why I put this together to help agents learn BPOs, REO, short sale practice, and practical real estate skills that help build stronger businesses. Because agents who understand the value aren't just better at BPOs, they are, in my opinion, better realtors. I'll see you in the next video.